Oh, and welcome to the Manic Money Finance Show. Sorry, we got started a little bit late tonight. It's about 8:12 right now. Oh, we're a little late for you, but that's okay, you know. So I'm just here checking the sound levels right quick. For some reason, I'm having a little difficulty getting to that. Here we go. Sound levels are good. So I hope everybody paid attention to yesterday's stream because I dropped some knowledge on y'all about the how to trade, best ways to trade, how to make money, not financial advice. But yes. And I mean, without further ado, let's just get right into it. You know what I mean? Let me bring up the old daily chart here. As you know, as you may know, boom, boom, is a Bitcoin. So we had that nice reversal right here on the 10 a.m. Is this the Tuesday? 10 a.m. So there's two reversals every day that we talk about here. You have your, your 8:30 reversal and your 10 a.m. reversal. So these V-shaped corrections are insane. And like I said, this volatility is wild. We're getting a round top now headed into today. This round top here is usually an ugly indicator. Plenty of stop losses, lower lows, lower highs. It's kind of an ugly chart at the moment. What's reassuring to me is it basically seems to have settled above 100K. Bitcoin over 100K, S&P over 6,000, as you can see on the right hand side. The Trump effect has taken over the stock market. It's going nuts. The large caps are going up, but most of them aren't. Tesla actually had a correction today, which was interesting. Maybe people finally digested the news about his little hand gesture, which was not what they say it is, but it doesn't matter. And as you can see, it's 8:15, and Bitcoin is dropping here. This looks like a double bottom, but we're gonna find out right now if we're getting that another daily reversal here. Like I keep telling you all about that daily reversal. It's huge. It's huge. That's some knowledge I'm dropping on you. Some major stuff right there. Let's bring up the chat. Check out what's going on. So bring up the trading view and check this bad boy out. Yeah, I mean, let's go over one of our Trump trades. Rumble. I got out of this one today. That might have been a mistake. I don't know, but basically, this one hit $13 today. This one hit $13 today. I had a nice profit percentage on that one. I did it based off the last 5 days. Like, I mean, it's looking decent, but at the same time, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. This setup looks like this big old round top here. It just can't seem to get over $13 right now. So I'm out. I'm out. I got out with profit though. So it's good. It's good. We got the official Trump. This one did not, it went up nuts the first day. Probably should have got out then. Because you have this major whale sale here. This is that one giant wallet that's holding most of this cryptocurrency. They're selling into the rally. So, and then you get this. This is very ugly. So I was out of that too. And you're probably wondering, I'm still into fun, even though fun doesn't look fantastic either. I'm still into this one, mostly because I bought there's a gap here to fill, but I bought options for February. That was the earliest I could get them. There wasn't anything expiring this week. So, we have time. We have time. Volume's down, so price is down. It makes perfect sense. I'm not going to talk about what I got going on for my trade of the day, because I do have a trade of the day today. We're not going options. We're not going anything like this. It's going to be a bottom play. But I thought about, why don't I show you guys what's happening with oil? Oh my God. Oh my Lanta. Look they're all down. They're literally all down. OPEC oil is still at a pretty good price. I guess that Murban crude, $82, is real good stuff. Some real liquid gold. So that thing's been popping. That thing's above everything else, which it normally is. It's normally at a premium to the United States oils. Because you got the West Texas crude, WTI, and you got the Louisiana light. I believe Bonnie light is also a type of oil that comes from America. And, we're seeing e-car sales collapse. And even with like electric car sales dropping and the drill baby drill sentiment, there's a lot of oil companies in the United States that are shutting down. So yeah, I mean, they're talking about increased demand, but I feel like this is them just playing games. The end of cheap oil, really. I mean, unexpected crude oil inventory built at the same time. You see these two conflicting headlines? I mean, we're opening up more ocean to offshore drilling, which is insane. I don't know why we do offshore drilling. It's crazy to me as a strategic sense. Get rid of that guy. He was from the last stream. And yeah. What do I know? What do I know? I know that we got our commodities here. So commodities are showing this is the real-time prices. So you saw the futures prices are down. The real-time prices, they're down as well. Like, this is just, I predicted it. I told you guys this was gonna happen. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. This is pretty basic stuff. Let me tell you what. Yeah, it's very, very crazy to think about the direction that we're headed in as a country. I like the fact that the Trump effect on the stock market has been mostly positive thus far. I really, really hope that inflation does go down, because that would be really good for my current trading strategy, because higher interest prices usually only benefit large cap stocks. And I like my small caps. I like my small caps, man. They're volatile. They're crazy. Just like I like my altcoins. I don't really like trading Bitcoin. I know you're probably thinking, he's so good at calling Bitcoin, but I don't really like trading it. I'm thinking about getting into it just because I've been having such luck with it. I might as well. But this, I mean, like, especially if it reverses again right now in our faces. There'll be another call by me that, this thing is, or they're going to reverse up. I mean, because the trend right now is down. So it should, you've seen those red candles. It should pop up. Yeah, market open. So I guess I have a little micro strategy fact down there. That's funny. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to go into my pick of the day. I mean, as you know, in my top 10 is looking pretty decent. But this right here, that's a 1-day chart too. This is a 1-day chart right here. This is a 5-day chart. This is my pick of the day. We have gaps. Look at those gaps. If you bring it up to the 1 month chart, man, that gap. And the funny thing is that gap barely filled. I think it probably filled here. But you're looking at a 1 month chart. Less than a month ago, 15 days ago, this thing was at 33 cents a share. And it's been dropping for really no reason. I mean, this thing, what? And this is a NASDAQ stock. So they have, let's see the 1 year chart. So they dropped below $1 about 6 months ago now. So after 10 days, boom, they get the deficiency notice. And they have 3 months to get back above $1. And they can do that with a reverse split. Well, they applied for an extension. Therefore, they get another 3 months. But the thing is this stock and the volume has been creeping over average volume. You get these large sales here, which is kind of concerning. It's like, obviously, if you look at the 6 month chart, there's the giant buys here. They just outpaced everything else going on. Outpaced all those red candles. But the thing with this is, it's like even with a reverse split, it's not necessarily going to be a bad buy. Even with the reverse split, and it can't really go much lower than here. And this is one of those stocks that even if you were only to pop up to 5 cents a share to fill this gap, and it got to 5 cents a share, I mean that's you're getting over a 50% gain just from that. Close to a 50% gain just from that. I mean, you talk about reaching highs from a month and a half ago, from the mid-December highs of 16 cents a share. What? What? So this is my pick of the week. This is one I jumped into. My sister just jumped into it. Not financial advice. If you lose money, that means I lost money. And that's all there is to it. Let's see, December 18th, $2 million registered direct offering for its client. That's crazy. Let's check that out. Right? See, that's what the thing with TradingView is nice. It'll bring you right into here. Oh, so there was a registered direct offering to several investors, and it was 8.5 cents a share. So these are people with money. And these are people with money. And Univest Securities, now they have these people with money. They bought all these shares for 8.5 cents a share. They're not going to lose money. They're going to do what they need to do to make that money back, even if it means launching that thing to the stratosphere for a couple days. So I'm here for a good time. I'm not here for a long time. And yeah, you can see over here in the right-hand corner, even gold's down as a commodity. Silver's looking decent. You see Netflix at $953 a share. So they maintain that aftermarket pop from yesterday once they put the earnings out there. I mean, the SPY is just killing it right now. I mean, you got gaps, but it's like, which gaps are actually getting filled? Was that the gap filling? Was this here filling this gap back here, and then this here filling that gap back there, and then those gaps eventually get filled? Who freaking knows, man? This chart's crazy because of how much this thing will jump in pre-market or post-market trading. It's wild. That's why you'll see a chart like this. And I mean, ultimately, this chart gets falling back in line. I mean, it's super unhealthy looking. It's still looking like a rounded top. If it can't maintain these levels, which is basically 6,100 is its all-time high. So it would really have to break through here. As you see this is just such a strange setup. Well, who knows? I mean, obviously, you saw back in August 24, it was down to 5,000, and now it's up to 6,000. It's crazy. Let's see what the Bitcoin chart looks like for the past 6 months. Oh my God, it almost looks exactly the same. There's no gaps because Bitcoin doesn't have pre-market and post-market trading. So there's no gaps. You just see those transactions are going all the time. And the volume is insane. This volume, that is wild to see. So it's like these volume candles are hitting the price chart. You know it's going to go up. Hits the volume candles, it goes up. Well, as you can see, those charts are very similar. And like I said before, Bitcoin at 100K is the S&P 500 at 6,000. So, but yeah, Ryan. Algorithm Holdings. Rhythm with an RHY though. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and it's just public offering. So we have 2 offerings recently. Third quarter earnings per share of 13 cents. That's wild. That is wild. So this is a positive company. The sales are minuscule, 10 million. So that part's not great. But there's a massive volume influx signal mines. So, it's a double bottom on a stock that usually pops pretty crazy. And they're obviously some kind of singing machine. That's interesting. Don't take my word for it, though. And you look at this chart, and just to see it go 179, crank down like that, have a 1 for 30 split, which is wild because of the price of the stock. They actually split out before. So if they do a reverse split, and you can check out the earnings. -369. Earnings and revenue. Not good. This one was good. Estimate was positive. It's crazy. And we should be having earnings Wednesday, February 26th. Their earnings estimate is 0.02. I don't think that we're going to make it to that before you see another pop based off of this near term. But this is a company that is positive. They're making money. They have the shareholder equity to be NASDAQ compliant. They don't have the share price. So could you see some crazy stuff goes down because this is a Chinese company? You could very well see some crazy stuff go down, go up 3,300% and end up at $1 again. That is very, very well possible. I don't think that's something that you're going to see. But I could be wrong. January has not been the month. Obviously, actually, January had a pretty nice pop already. December had a nice pop as well. So it stands in line. Basically, shoulder, head. Just looking for that other shoulder. It's going to be there. Pay attention. Be a nice pop. So I went over the Trump trades. I actually kind of wanted to use this as it's Wednesday tonight. So tomorrow I'm going to have a bunch of altcoins for you. I don't know if I said I was going to do that today, but tomorrow I'm going to have a bunch of altcoins for you. We're going to be, I didn't get that done today. I was busy working on a bunch of other stuff, but we're going to get some stable altcoins for you that will definitely benefit from Bitcoin over 100. It's only a matter of time before these things pop. I'll have some, and I'll probably do them in order of most likely to get you paid and least likely to get you paid. But I did want to start going over some of the top 10s from the top 10 for 2025 video I did. This happens to be one of them. So the video came out, January 12th. I filmed the video. There's Zomedica. It was at in the same exact range as trading now. So Zomedica is trading flat. Let's see, BlackBerry from January 12th. Here, Monday, 13th of January, trading at 388. We're already up a little bit. Nice. What about Kodak? Oh my God! But you look, when I was filming the video, it was here. Look at that, already up over $1. Kodak, still a strong buy. Let's see, what is QuantumScape doing? QuantumScape. This one is down slightly. So QuantumScape is down ever so slightly from when I released the video. They're not all going to go parabolic just because I released a video on them. Oh. Hilarity Therapeutics. Film the video here. They also haven't done much. That crazy algorithmic spike here, though, huh? Massive volume. And you see this giant green candle and how that red candle can't even compare. So that is an algorithmic spike for them to be able to bring it down with less sell volume. Something's up with that one. Keep an eye on it. So I'm trying to think, what other ones that I have going here? I mean, I had lithium, but lithium hasn't done much. Lithium's probably going to end up getting cheaper with the whole Trump thing, but you never know. Because China does manipulate stuff, and they're the ones refining most of your lithium, most of your lithium nowadays. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what other ones I had in there. Oh, it's been a long day. Brain's not working so great. I definitely had some other plays though. But yeah, no, that was just a handful of them from the video. I'm gonna make a list so that way, and put the different values. That way, I can give you the exact. So obviously, if you're doing different options things, you're doing different derivatives, then you can find a way to make more money than the ratio gain in the price of the shares. So what that means is you could probably make a 200% gain with the options, with certain options, when the stock only goes up 50 to 100%. You can make even more on the options in a situation like that. But that's not how we're going to calculate it. We're going to calculate a base if you bought the share percentage. So we're only going to look at the percentage gain of the shares. I don't know why. We're only going to look at the percentage gain of the shares. We're not going to do anything else because I did talk about options. I did talk about derivatives. I think this is one of them, these Bitcoin Depot warrants that I've been following. They haven't done much either, kind of just bouncing around. The small account challenge. So the small account challenge that I threw $15 into this week, it's in there because it's Charles Schwab. It has to clear. I'm going to figure out a way to be able to show you guys the balance on that account every Saturday without showing you my like account numbers and stuff. So I'll get that, masterminded, brainstormed, and figured out. And yeah, but Bitcoin Depot seeing adjusted EBITDA, equity balance, EBITDA. Let's go look at what that means. I just know that it's all their equity minus all liabilities. So earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. So it's the earnings after, it's basically net income. So before they do the depreciation and everything, because that actually tends to drive the earnings up, not down. Depreciation, amortization, and other things like that. Oh yeah, good stuff. So I think I told you guys about a nice play today. Short sale volume. Oh my God! Would you look at that short sale volume on HUSA today? That's crazy. 14 million shares short. What? How is that possible? Like, what happened? Oh, you told us. You told us to short sell this stock today. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at what happened? Here's where it was trading yesterday. It's $3 during the intraday trading yesterday. And now, 236 down to 184. I mean, I was literally telling you guys, I came up with the idea to short this yesterday when I saw that it was up in the high two range. It's easy money. Easy money. You could have bought $1.50 puts. They were cheap too. They were cheap. Not anymore. And this thing took the wind right out of the sails of the stock rally. I mean, this right here was a nice parabolic lift. Settled down into the 230s. Didn't even drop below 225 again. This was looking like a flag, albeit a unhealthy one. Very steep downhill triangle, and then a very flat but still downhill base. So, I mean, you're talking just, it's crazy. Something like that. I mean, that's an ugly triangle. That's pyramid head right there. Looking like pyramid head. It wasn't going to make anybody any money, and that's exactly what happened. I was talking about this playing out, and it happened quicker than I ever could have imagined. And I think that's going to take the wind right out of HUSA's sails. Like the short selling on this thing today was absolutely insane. 14 million shares. That was yesterday, but this thing went rocketing and then short sold by 14 million shares. Now that we're going back down here, I would actually say that this is a good opportunity to buy some $2 calls because this gap is going to need to fill. If you go back on the 6-month chart, there's no gap here that this is filling. This is just insane. Boom, and then boom. There's blatant manipulation. For it to happen in pre-market, I know it's manipulation that I talked about, but still manipulation. I never thought it would happen this quick. I'll give you that. I knew it was going to happen. But now when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, man, it's looking like a buy. It's kind of funny how you can do this with certain stocks and cryptocurrencies. You can literally you just buy this when it was about $1.25. It goes crazy to $3. All right, I'm gonna sell. Because obviously this is insane. There's no way it's gonna keep doing that. So you sell, then you buy puts or short sell it, and then boom, it goes down to $1.84. So now you've almost doubled your money again. Now, this is a great opportunity. Let me buy in again. And even if it only goes to 225, you're making money. It's crazy. Crazy. Insane. But don't take my word for it. Oh, man. It's crazy. crazy. Yeah. You know, it's funny because, oh, Indonesian Energy Corporation, oil company. Oh, would you look at that? That one looks the same. Oh, let me not bring up the script by accident here. It was Indo. Let's see what KLXE. Oh, KLXE dropped today too. Did it drop today? Yeah. Yeah, no, it was actually up today. I don't know. That's multiple days now. They kind of dropped today too. Huh. See all the ones I was showing you for energy yesterday. That's wild. Wow, let's check out American Rebel Holdings. Oh, that would not have been a good Trump trade. So hopefully none of my viewers decided to go with that one. You know, Solana's looking nice. I'll be talking about that one in the altcoin video tomorrow, so I won't even bother. Let's check out Peanut the Squirrel. Oh yeah. See what I'm telling you, man? All these random altcoins have been letting me down. These meme coins, like Trump Official, Peanut the Squirrel. I think people are starting to realize they're trash. They're trash. They don't do anything. Why would you buy them? Why would you buy them? See 9 drop today too. Damn, dude. What a day for oil. As a commodity, it was getting killed, so, you know. And look at this. Even Supercom, which went up even more after we covered it. I mean, look at this is a 5-day chart. Well, 5 days to go from 9 to almost 15. And then, I mean, this chart looks healthier than the oil charts, but this is still this, you know, it's a really cyber defense company. And with peace in the Middle East, the price is probably going to go down. I mean, they are doing good things, but it's interesting. See, I'm just going over all the stuff I've been talking about, all the different stocks and everything else I've been talking about. So it's some interesting tidbits for you. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We were looking at these saying, hey, I'm thinking, we get that 830 reversal again. It was testing the 103 range. Granted, it isn't anything as violent as we've seen at 830 the past few days, but to get a little pop to the 103.5, then some consolidation, trying to build a flag. In this particular instance, this does not look good right now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing under 103 tomorrow morning. If I was trading this thing and I did my 8:30 p.m. buy, or buying shortly before 8:30 p.m., and I got up to here and then I saw this happening, I would have been out. And then if I'm still watching and I'm seeing this happening, I'm definitely out. It's like one of those things. If they can't shake out, I think what's been happening is they've been trying to shake out the stop losses, and there's so many people short selling this thing, and they have to buy back in to cover. So that just makes it go up even more. And then at that point, I don't think there's enough selling pressure, enough sales volume to stop it from freaking going nuts for the next 12 hours. And then, of course, by the end of the next day, it drops again, which is just Bitcoin has been wild and volatile. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at this thing right now. Not Bitcoin. But my stream readouts. And it looks like freaking none of you are watching anyways. Oh, what am I even doing? They want to make money? That's cool. I get it. Look at Bitcoin tank. Is it going to actually get below that 103 support? I mean, who knows? Is it going to be able to break through that? The sell side? I think it's going to. It's what it seems like. This doesn't look good. If you look at the 1 week chart, that rounded top, I'm telling you, that rounded top is ugly. You just get volatility. And then all of a sudden, volume pitters off, and you get that rounded top like that. I mean, 100K support. It's got to retest that. Or it might end up retesting that. But yeah, none of you are watching. None of you want to make money. That's fine. That works for me. If that's the case, we're going to end it early tonight. I'm going to come back with altcoins tomorrow. Just stay frosty, I guess, people. This is the pick of the week here. We'll be talking about this one on Saturday for sure. Friday night even. But I'm not going to freaking talk if nobody's watching.